be a hunter is not just to kill. We hunt to help preserve for future generations. We hunt to feed our families and loved ones. We hunt to take in all that God created for us. We are hunters, gatherers, and providers. We enjoy being in Just Rich Outdoors. So this is my 2025 Southwest Wyoming Antelope hunt. This is my second day archery hunting. I ran into this buck. He's a really nice buck. Decided I wanted to get a little closer look at him. Went on a pretty good stalk, and as soon as I got up to him to where I can actually view him, he takes off running. This is ended up being the story of my life for this archery hunt. I got up to this buck. He looked to be by himself. Nice buck. Decided to go after him. As soon as I go after him, start walking on this 2-track that was right below him, get up over the little hill that's right here, look up, and bam, there he is, skylined with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 does. No possible way I can get up to him. All of his does had me pegged. I had no way of getting to him. So I decided to go over the hill on following that 2-track. When I did, there's his does, and there he was. When I looked closer, wasn't all there. So then I get up to this guy. Now this guy, he was 110 yards, perfect wind, but he had me dead to rights. This was another buck I seen just right off that main road as I'm going to my next spot. Nice buck, but... And then there was this guy. Now this guy, I could not put my finger on him. When he's looking at you, it doesn't seem like he had very good length, but he turned and his horns kind of went forward. They didn't go straight up. They just, I don't know. Couldn't put my finger on it. Didn't seem like he had that good a curl. Didn't seem like he had that good of prongs. But he was just cool. So I probably watched this buck for probably a good 30, 45 minutes. And just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. What my next move was. And I watched him, seeing if he was going to bed down. Because it's getting pretty hot out. You can tell just from that distance over there. There's that heat mirage. But I just couldn't figure it out. Now what you can't see is what's below, in between me and this antelope. There was 2 other groups of antelope that were between me and him. And I didn't know exactly what the best play would be. And I was trying to figure out if there was going to be a road on top. I got up on Onyx and seen if maybe I can get around the others on the backside and come up over top. Well, I could not figure out how to get around it because the wind was blowing from where he's facing me. The wind was blowing that direction. So if I were to go behind, I'd risk him running out. Well, what another thing you can't see on this one is there was another hunter that was up on the hill to his left. So what I was kind of hoping is he would end up getting spooked and kind of running towards me. Because right now he's about 400 or 500 yards away. And again, this was a day that I'm still hunting archery. So if I had my rifle, it would have probably been a different story. But I got a lot of footage of him. Like I said, he was just one of those bucks that he piqued my interest. And I don't know. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Kind of figured maybe you guys can help me out, get a better judgment on him. Just because if you look at those horns, like, they're going straight towards his nose. So he's hard to judge. But like I said, I watched him for quite some time. Now here's this guy. Now this buck was the one I wanted. I wanted him bad, and this is the first day I'm hunting rifle. As soon as I got up close to where I could, he took off running. Well, then we thought we picked him up right here, and we're looking. They thought it was this buck, and then there's another buck. Couldn't find him. So then we go around the hill to try and find him, and we run into this guy. Now, this buck, I don't know what it is about him, but I wanted him bad. This buck was, he's not necessarily a giant, but he is just a really nice buck. And in this whole fiasco, I got Brody recording. I'm trying to get my gun ready, and he's walking, so I wanted to make sure that he stops so that way I can get a good shot on him. Well, then he gets up on Skyline, and I am one of those people who I refuse to shoot an animal when they're Skyline, just because you don't know what's on that other side. So we ended up watching this buck for probably a good 10 minutes trying to figure out what he's going to do. And he ends up just sitting on the Skyline for probably another 30 minutes. So we just sit and watch, because on the other side there is a trail that we could get on to where we could get a good view of where he would go. And we can actually get up close to him to where I can get a good shot. Now, like I said, this is a rifle hunt at this point. So we watched him for quite some time, and then it happened. This is a rough video, but I did get a shot off, and ultimately I missed. And now he was way too far out and way too spooked, so anytime we tried to get back on him, he would just take off. And this was the last opportunity we had that day, but we still had the next. Now this day started off with the mission of going after deer. We had no intention besides going through the middle of the day going after antelope, and I knew my antelope hunt was coming to an end. We seen a really nice buck, and we decided to go after him. But when we went over to where that buck was, where we last saw him, this guy showed up. Now this guy is a really nice buck. He was chasing does, and he really did not care we were there. So as soon as he kind of lost interest in that doe, he decided he was going to go after this other doe. And he starts walking to the left, giving me a perfect shot, and then this.
You want me to whistle? Dead buck.
And as I'm watching this buck give his last breath, I was pretty much speechless. I knew this was pretty much my last chance for antelope, as I want to prepare for my elk hunt coming up. So I knew time was limited. And when this buck gave me the opportunity, I didn't know what to say. I was speechless. I had no words. I didn't know what to say. And just to have this opportunity, one, being the first kill that me and Brody were on, and two, just having the ability to go out here and enjoy everything that God has created for us, it was a memory that I will never forget. Now, looking back after the year we've had with the lack of time and just everything not working out in our favor, seeing this buck antelope down just kind of had a wave of emotions kind of roll over me, and realizing that I'm super thankful for the year we've had, even though we've been tested and, you know, almost to the point where we thought about just giving up, shredding our tags. I can't thank Brody enough and this channel enough for giving us the opportunity to share this adventure with you. So just want to say thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys, and keep following along. There'll be more to come.